Where's Jonathan? This is amazing. Wow. Look at that beauty.
Yeah,
this huge, is amazing.
They're crazy.
Wow.
So right here we have matless cutting.
So the matless cutting is with.
So this is the Cameo 4.
But it can do any kind of vinyl cardstock, anything.
Yeah, this is cardstock. Yeah.
Wow.
Go ahead and run this guy here. So no mat, nothing.
No mat.
Together. It's just
any material, no mat.
Yeah.
Wow.
We haven't tested every material.
Every material. So guys, yeah, and that's what we prototypes and everything, but that is amazing.
So you guys left just enough room for the thing to come down without doing any kind of indentation to the blade or to the product?
Yeah, so it's pretty cool here.
Oh, this is the felt. This is the felt. Can I see it work? Okay, so this will do the felt. So obviously felt, we have it on a mat, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We actually have a strong tack.
A strong tack?
Yeah, coming out.
No, you're fine. I just like to look at the pretty machine. Like, I mean, I know exactly prototype, but
Strong tack that will help hold in, but this is actually just on our
so this is a rotary blade?
A rotary blade.
Wow.
Yep.
That's quick.
It's the same mat, you know, the thick.
That's amazing.
Wow. And you guys will have your own felt, right?
You know, I've actually not. I have not.
This is pretty crazy.
This is just any felt from Joann's.
Well, you know,
You guys,
it happens.
it's live demo.
This is what happens. You know what? Sometimes my machine completely quits and I have to restart it, you know?
Exactly.
Wow.
There we go.
Oh my goodness. Look at that cut. Wow. That's gorgeous.
Are you guys going to stick with the same mat?
Oh, there's the roll feed, built-in roll feeder.
Yeah, built-in roll feeder.
That's amazing.
Quickly. So we're just going to cut just a couple things. So it goes in and out. Any
and this
size
is
roll.
built into the machine, not
right
an
into the
additional
machine.
feature.
Yep, right in.
Okay.
So you don't have to buy an
So
extra
matless
one.
cutting and the built-in roll feeder.
Yep.
Wow.
Exactly. And then it's going to feed right out the back. And then you got this cool cross cutter built in. Flip it down. Cross it.
Wow.
Little cactuses
And
right
do you have
in.
the?
Well, you know it's good.
I know, right? It's wow. Can it print larger? I don't know. We'll check. Oh wow! So this one here, this is the holy. Look at that speed!
Yeah. This is all about the speed. Right
Look at that speed! Holy moly, guys! That speed is insanity.
The plastic seems like...
So there isn't a release date. We're just hearing in the fall, and stuff. Do you want to go?
Even Jeff said the plastic on this is like a lot better than...
It is, yeah. So this here, guys, is the rotary blade. There's going to be I don't know if they're doing the vinyl blade, but there's going to be, so let me show you kind of what this is. So you have this here, which is the built-in roll feeder, and then in the back it has the built-in crosshair feeder. Those are the adapters.
Yeah, these adapters. So the Cameo 3 things can go into it.
Yeah. This over here is the speed cutting, which was crazy. We'll show you that here in one quick second. But let me go show you the rotary blade.
It's really awesome.
So over here, is it what in there? Can you take it out?
It's not this one. That one's.
No, that's rotary too. See?
Oh, you want to see that? Okay.
Yeah. Look at that. It's a small. It's German carbide rotary blade. Do you want to take it, Sean? And see it? So this is the rotary blade.
So the way they have it in there, because it's different on the other one, is that the way it does its rotation, you need something pretty big to hold that blade in there. Just one blade. This is how it senses what is in there.
Yeah, it's the auto tool detection system. So when you put it in here, it tells your software right away what the blade is. So it tells it that you have the rotary blade in there.
You were saying that, like how the other one, you can replace just the tip part.
Yep.
You literally have to get the whole new thing to replace.
Yeah. So then here is it cutting again. This is pretty epic, you guys. So this is just felt on their mat.
And
This is
We would love to say,
since this is the prototype, they're still testing.
yeah, prototypes and stuff. But here it is. So the rotary blade, when she puts it in there, it detects that that's the rotary blade.
Maximum downforce of the rotary blade is.
I don't know the specific numbers because they're still testing all the different products because this is still a prototype. This isn't the machine build machine. This is
So it's a backlit LCD display, everyone. And this is the rotary blade. That's felt, guys.
It's a really soft felt, not the firmer stuff. So this is the
and no backing.
No backing.
Yeah,
Can you hold a sec?
I can.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
Wow, absolutely awesome. And it definitely detected it quite quickly.
Yeah, and then this one is
Okay.
force to
I see, right? Yeah. So it's using the actual gears to give that force to come down. Very nice. Thank you so much.
It looks good. Yeah, Sean, will you actually show? Everyone wants to see the two big ones, but everyone's over there.
So we're gonna go see the big ones real quick here. This one, sorry for the camera. Here's the Plus. This one's 15 inches. So this is the Cameo Plus. 15 inches. And then after that, the Cameo Pro. Hello, Miss Skippy. Here's the Pro. Price. This is 20 inches. So this is 20 inches wide with a meter. So we're going to show you high speed real quick here. So let's pop over to high speed. This is the high speed one?
Yes.
All right. We saw that the Cameo Pro, just to give you an idea, the Cameo Pro is a price point of $49.99. And then you figure everything else in there.
Still?
Yeah.
All right, so this is what they're going to print. Pretty crazy. And here it goes. This is supposed to be 3 times faster than the Cameo 3. This is not sped up. Look at that thing move. beautiful touchlit. Yeah, it's backlit.
Show is the vinyl cutter, which I wish they would, because I think that's a game changer.
The vinyl cutter.
I think that vinyl cutter.
And here's one doing a pen. Is that just a standardized ballpoint pen? Is that a standard ballpoint pen?
Yeah.
Like it's just a plain old ballpoint pen. So we were seeing the intricate work of what this is drawing right now and how fast
They come in the box.
it is 3 times faster than the Cameo 3. Of course, this is drawing, not cutting. I'll have to ask on what its speed is for cutting. Isn't it crazy? Look at it, it's almost done. Done. Boom. Done. I don't know if it. What is it? Is the cutting that fast as well, or just the drawing? Or is that still something they're still working on? We think they're still working on that part. So is the cutting going to be as fast on just your typical cardstock vinyl iron? So 3 times faster, like what we're seeing here?
Yep, exactly. So this, in this chamber, it can go a lot faster.
Okay.
So chamber 1 goes much faster.
True.
This one, if you know how like it goes up and down.
Right,
and
right.
You can easily move it like this.
Right.
This one is solid.
Right.
So this one will have that increased downforce of
Sure.
5,000
Oh yeah.
kilograms.
Absolutely.
And this one will be that fast. And
That
obviously, on the cutting part, it just depends on the material.
Depending on material. Yeah, that's what we figured. So yeah, easy.
So, yep, and you can see how fast that did it.
Yeah, that was incredible. Incredible speed. All right.
Looks like she'll get this one started again.
Yeah.
And then the pins will have different adapters. There's going to be this. We're
lip.
adjusting all of our pin sets
Right.
to come with this little lip.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
that it fits in there better.
Okay.
If someone does have the current pin sets
Right.
and they buy a new Cameo 4,
Right.
Cameo 4 Pro Plus,
Sure.
they just have to use the adapter and put it in.
Yeah, we saw those. Those are the things that we saw around on the other side. Perfect.
Crazy.
That's
That is
crazy.
crazy fast.
I got goose pimples.
I know you look at that and you're like, that's gonna skip. It's gonna do something. It's like,
Got himself right.
it's like the Cameo on that. It is, right?
That should be the new.
That should be your guys' new advertisement to say the Cameo on that.
So
People will be like, done.
now will the Pro also have that speed? Yes.
They'll be identical.
It's just wider. So yes, all of them will
The
have the
awesome
same.
part about the Pro and the Plus, you can go down from 20 inch to
15, 12, right.
to even 9.
And down to 9. And that's the portrait, right? It's 9?
Yeah, portrait
Is 9. All right, let's pop over to the Plus real quick.
So the one thing that they don't show that I wanted to tell everyone is they have a vinyl cutting tool, and it literally puts a mark where you actually put your weeder.
So it's a weeding. It's the weeding
it's
thing.
the weeding. It's called the vinyl cutting weeding tool. That it literally puts a little mark in all of your negative spaces where you put your little weeding tool right there. And it basically gets you your starting point and just lift it up.
Lift and
I
pull.
thought a huge thing because not only does it tell you the spots that you need to weed, but it gives you the actual little mark to do the weeding.
All right. So we'll say again. I know the Pro, the 20-inch one, is $49.99. That's $499. So basically $500 for the Pro 20-inch, and I'll show you that one real quick. This is the 20-inch Pro. We'll have the exact same speed if you're doing a draw or cut as well. This one we're showing. It's doing a big roll of vinyl. And then the Plus, I want to say $399.99.
You just keep cutting in front of you. Just so
Yeah. So right now it's cutting that in vinyl. I get a closer.
for a sec. We're gonna
Yeah.
take him over here real quick. Can you hold that? All right, guys, so that's the Cameo 4. We're going to come back around, but they're also releasing the Silhouette Heat Press. So let's go over there.
The heat press.
So here it is. So there's obviously some people here to see it, but this is yes, Gabriel, it's exactly like the other one. Isn't that amazing?
What do you think?
You're like, so this is their new Silhouette Heat Press. So it's an A3 side.
Pressure alone is right now there's
That's the CEO of Silhouette, just so you know, Mr. M. So that's the push tool he was just showing.
Once you put it there,
What's the black thing on the front? Is that just a pad or is that where you push? Yeah. A digital thing. So are you guys demonstrating it today or just showing it, the machine? Showing, okay, but it will be a digital read. And it's A3 size, you said, right? On that? Okay. How heavy is it?
the final weight we don't know.
You don't know yet? Yeah, I know prototype.
Yeah, it's not even a prototype.
Oh, can you open to see how large the plate is? So this is a pretty big plate, you guys. Look at that. That's amazing. Yeah, that's a good size.
That's something if you're doing mass production, that's what you're doing.
I'm excited.
What's your length?
So it's not cordless. This is just a prototype. So it's not even a prototype. They're not demoing it because it's so new. It's a Silhouette. So it's just a prototype, you guys. This could change. It could look different. What's the blue thing in the back? Yeah. So now that's to do what? So basically to press the design down when you lift it. Gotcha, to finish it. Okay. So that's the Silhouette heat press. It's pretty big.
What did they say the heating platform size?
It's A3 size.
A3?
A3. So it looks like it's 15 by 15.
15 by 15?
Yeah. So that's so the big stuff here was the Silhouette heat press, which is right there, and then of course the Cameo 4. The Cameo 4, guys, sorry, it's really hot in here. There's a lot of people. The Cameo 4 comes regular. There's Elite and Pro. Elite is the middle one. Pro is the 20-inch. So you have 15-inch, so 12 inches standard. Then you have the 18, and then you have, 15, then 20. So let's go look over there. There is no mini iron. It's basically like a heat press, but it's a Silhouette version of a heat press. So it's not really like the easy press. This is going to be more a smaller heat press design. So let's go back over and show them. So this is the Plus. This is the 15. Here is the built-in roller feed, and then they have the cutting feed in the back. And then this is the 20. Yeah, that's the 20-incher. That's a monster. You can do some big things. And it does come in 3 colors. So it comes in black, plush pink, and white. There is the built-in tray that comes out, the built-in feeder, just like that. Thank you, model, for doing that. You did that perfectly. Thank you.
No problem.
That couldn't have been better timing. So that's the built-in roll feeder, so it's no longer a second attachment. And then basically goes into the machine, and it has in the built-in cutter in the back. So this way then you can just cut through your designs, and it comes out. So this would normally go like that, and then you can just cut it across to the right like that. So let's show you. I just wanted to show you the 3 colors that are going to come out. This is some designs it will have. Let's go see how quiet it is.
Come back for more, huh?
Yeah, the matless cutting I think is awesome.
Fantastic.
So matless cutting on all materials. So we're talking print and cut, pretty much anything on that. Can you run that again?
Run it? Yeah.
Awesome. Can I right here and
Squeeze right in there.
yeah. Yeah, guys, it's quieter. It's quieter. So this is matless. There's no mat here. I'd like you to see that. So then you just eject it and it's
Yeah.
good?
Poke that out.
Oh, okay. So essentially, guys, the way it works is it's a teeny tiny little thing. So by the time you actually tear it, it's a clean cut. There's no little tabs or anything you can see right there. But matless, and it's really, really quiet. Oh, sorry. Am I in your way? Here you go. So this is that rotary blade again. So I know it's pretty loud in here, but it seems quieter, right?
And this one feels a little bit louder than the actual machine.
Machine, yeah, the prototype, but it seems way quieter, right? Even though it seems loud in here, it's pretty quiet. There you go, that's the rotary blade. Guys, I gotta get through it. It's a mass chaos here, just a sec. I'm live. Do it. You can do it.
I can't. I'm afraid.
See how fast that is? Yes, it can. It can cut fabrics. Look at how much this has cut. It just keeps going.
38 centimeters.
So once again, there's that vinyl cutter. To our knowledge, none. So let's look at some other stuff they're releasing. Let me find Sean to help me. We'll look at some other stuff, products and stuff they're releasing, not just the machines, because there's some other cool stuff. Let me go over to the Easy Press, or that's going to be a hard thing, the Silhouette Heat Press, and show you that. Oh, that's not heavy at all. No, I mean, I know it's just prototype, but that's not, you know. And that's going to be a digital readout, which is super nice. Nice job, I like it. So the live video might stop at some time because of doing their video policy. just make sure that you guys know everything I'm showing you is a prototype. It's not been released yet. Things could change by the time they release it. But I wanted you guys to see it because it's pretty big news. We need to find Sean. I don't know where he's at. I'll follow. I would say follow the Hawaiian shirts, but obviously there's a lot of people in Hawaiian shirts. Let's see here if I can find him. Sorry, guys. Because he's better at getting close-up shots than I am. There's the Alta 3D. They've released an updated version to that. Well, as soon as I see Sean, we'll grab him. So software upgrades, they have a new feature, a line feature. So it does different forms of lines. You can see here. And you can change the line feature. And they have now voice command where you can actually, you can see it up. Here, I'll get kind of close. You can see up there. Now you'll be able, to say a command. Like, you know, offset, and it'll take you right to that. You don't have to go look for it or anything. It will just bring up the offset menu and do it for you. So kind of think Siri or Hey Google, but you'll hit that, it'll activate your microphone, and then basically we'll say, bring up trace, and it'll bring up the trace feature. Kind of cool, huh? Let's see what else we can show you. All right, look who I found. We're just kind of showing them everything else and seeing.
Chit-chatting with a couple of people.
Oh, I know, you're a chit-chatter. It's all good.
All right.
So I'm just showing them everything kind of released. I showed them the voice command, but you kind of showed them some of the new materials.
Your thing just came off.
Uh-oh. Here.
Sorry, hold on.
Hold on one sec, guys. It's because it's so...
Hot and humid?
You got it? Okay.
I think so.
So he'll show you through some of the other
Give me a second to turn on my glasses so I can read what you guys are typing. Okay, here we go.
I'll be right back.
All right, let me see. Will the software updates work with the Cameo 3? They did, Cynthia, they didn't say anything about that. I think any software... let me see if I can find somebody about that, because I don't know. Huh?
I'll be right back.
Okay. Let me see if I can find somebody. Do you know if any of the software updates that we saw, is that going to be good for the Cameo 3 as well, or strictly the 4?
Some of those, yeah, they will.
They will. So sweet, very good.
There's very few features like that we don't adapt to.
Right. Okay, perfect.
So, obviously, like the feeding feature,
that's going to be a 4 only. Yeah, perfect. So it sounds like most of them will be, but others that is strictly for the 4 will be for the 4 only. Not sure what all he showed you. They got new kits coming. These are very pretty. Some chipboard.
My kid's Valentine's, where there's like 3 on a paper and you have 20 of the same.
They're fabricing. Stamping kits. Jewelry making.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me, sorry. That's all right. Yeah, there's been very few dates about anything right now. Amy, we're not real sure. It should be soon. There was no actual dates. A lot of it is still in the prototype. So a lot of these things are still prototypes. holographic stickers.
Right. And it doesn't stretch the silhouette when it's cutting. No, it's got like a fantastic better. And they're easier to cut and it's a bigger piece.
Yeah, they've got new wood stickers, wood grain stickers that are supposed to be a lot better this time for anybody to know. Camera 3 can cut felt, but if you don't have a rotary blade, it's very difficult because the blade can when it drags across the felt, that either tears it or pulls it up. So that's why, along with the Maker has a rotary blade, and of course Silhouette now has a rotary blade. It's much easier to cut felt with that. Here's the new wood.
Okay, because I was thinking it was like same like this one, but then it's as it's fabric, then it's complete.
Right, yeah.
Only for
Nice.
Inkjet, yep. So where are you guys from in Sweden?
There was a question that went by. Sorry, I did not quite catch it. Went away too fast. Let me see if I can bring it back up. Yeah, so the weeding feature will only be offered on the 4 because of the other thing that's in the carriager. Once it cuts, it then the other carriage thing will then place a dot, or like it's a poker basically, pokes a dot right into the negative space that you're going to weed. So all you have to do is take your weeding tool, stick it into the hole that was just made, and it pulls it away so much quicker for you. Or here's the Alta for those who do 3D printing. Still don't know how many people actually will do this. Kenny doesn't want to do anything with a 3D printer. But it can do multiple things now. It can actually do two different. You can put a couple things on the area. You can do a couple things. Elizabeth, no release date yet. That's because it is still in its prototype. Still in the prototype. The new line. This is the new line. You can actually change your lines. You can draw something, change the different types of lines, so it can come out differently. That's one of the new software updates. The cutting force on Silhouette 4, the new is 5,000. 5,000. So that's 1,000 more than the Maker. They are still testing on what stuff they can cut with. So we don't know. They have not come out with a. They have not come out with a actual. They have not come out with a, I'm trying to think of how thick yet, so we don't know. But I'm going to assume it's going to be very close to being the same because you figured the actual spacing between the bar and stuff is going to come very close to being the same. Let's see if I can get that question back. Oh, there it is. Let me find out. The matless cutting ability, I know definitely cardstock because that's what they're cutting now is cardstock. It cuts it just to a point where then you can pop it out, and it has a little teeny piece that you just pop it and it works out. But I'll need to ask and find out. Here's the 20. On the paperless or the matless cutting, what stuff can it cut matlessly?
So currently we're testing mostly on cardstock
Okay.
up to 120 pounds.
All right.
We haven't tested the extent of it though.
Right.
So we're hoping that we can potentially get it to do a lot more.
Right.
Yeah.
I think obviously it would be hard to be able to do iron-on because you need that kiss cut that just does it so far in, right? So, but definitely, I could definitely see cardstock is going to be a good thing.
Yeah, I think the best thing for it currently is stickers with sticker
Right.
paper.
Right, exactly.
I think it's going to be fantastic.
Right.
Do that without a mat all day with a sheet feeder.
Right.
And you're in the money there.
What was the price point on the 4? It went by so quickly. I didn't go to say so. What was the
$299.
$299, $499 for the Pro, $399.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
it's
just increments of 100.
So increments of 100 again. The 4, $299. Pro, $499 or $500 basically, and $399 for the Plus. That's 15-inch wide.
Yes, we will have bigger cutting
15-inch wide.
Up to a 15-inch wide cutting mat. We're not doing a 20-inch wide. And they're going to be, I can't remember how long.
So no 20-inch wide mats. There will be a 15-inch wide mat, but not a 20. So the difference basically is width. The normal 12, 15, and 20-inch. So that means you can buy the rolls of vinyl in those color shoes. You can see how
Up to 15-inch mat, you can still
you can see how much you can get on a roll. They said nothing about registration marks, so we don't think there is anything different. The feeder, did you guys? I'm not sure if you got to see the feeder. Let me see if it's around. There it is. So if people who are doing like a lot of stuff here, here's a feeder.
The only reason it might have to is because it's associated. It's looking for what job to associate it with. But I don't know if it stores it anymore. We don't have a USB port anymore, so it doesn't really have to storage. So you may still need a laptop to get that information. But yeah, you should be able to go through by each job and then cut depending on what you want to do.
So yeah, this will make this is more like for mass production. If you're doing a whole bunch of a cut, that will work on this. Right now, it looks like cardstock, possibly sticker paper, will be the next one.
We've been able to cut without a mat when we're doing things on the roll because they have a vacuum, so we can move line along the vacuum. The true matless is making it so that when you put a paper project in, like if we were to cut this matless, it would go in and it would cut all the way through, but it would perforate in those spots so we could punch it out. But it's mostly paper and cardstock. I don't know if we've done the true matless. That's all. That's really tight for something that we have to.
Yeah, that says no photo, but we're kind of like everybody else is doing it. Can you use the auto blade on a Cameo 3? Can't see what that says, sorry. I don't know, that they haven't said anything. No release dates, sorry, no release dates. Elizabeth, it sounds like it's good for just possibly just cardstock, maybe sticker paper. We can find out.
And they don't want that all over the internet. But Mr. Howard is the one that told us. I would never. He's okay. He wants to. I think if you're making a huge production,
Yeah. So the feeder, cardstock only, cardstock sticker paper.
cardstock, sticker paper, tattoo paper, all of our printable medias.
Okay.
You can go through it. We haven't tested with a lot of stuff yet. We can kind of tell even by looking at it.
Yeah, and it's cutting as without having obviously a mat. So
Yeah.
anything that's matless cutting, it should be able to work. Very sweet.
And that's the nice part about it. You can run through. We have a couple of different setups. Like if we were doing the planner business, you're cutting out planner stickers.
Sure,
They
yeah.
go forever.
Perfect.
Or like Canon's creative park designs. You can see these. They make for schools. If you've got 30 kids in a class.
Yeah, no
and they're
kidding.
all trying to make these projects. Then when you print them out.
You can print out a whole bunch.
You notice like in the Penguin, you print out the job for the Penguin that comes out with barcode for each page.
Right.
And that's what the machine reads as the auto feeder feeds it in.
Okay.
And it'll go through and cut each of these jobs sequentially, essentially. So you don't have to worry about having somebody there to load each one on the mat.
It'll do it. And how it's the max that can hold?
We're still testing that.
Still testing, so
Yeah. Right now we put 10 to 15 sheets in and it runs really well.
okay.
But I think if we were to put a whole ream of paper in there, we'd probably have some calibration.
Yeah, probably so. Okay, perfect. Somebody was asking about registration marks. Is it still any changes on the registration marks? So everything is still the same?
Registration's the same, so it'll read the barcode
Right.
to tell what job it's doing. Then it'll read the registration marks to
Okay.
get an idea of where everything is on the
Okay.
page, and then it'll go cut it.
Perfect. Well, thank you.
Yes.
There you go. If you hopefully you heard that. Have they fixed the rollers? Clever. I don't know there was a problem with rollers. I did notice, though, and I'll show you. This one's a little easier. Their spring set here. This is a lot different than the other. It's kind of, but it's a lot different. So there is a possibility that the rollers may be better than what they used to be. So it's hard to tell. The spring tension for some reason. But there is a possibility of that. Of course, the good old mint. The mint is so cool. The different inks, making your own stamps, coloring them the way you want them to be. The way to etch, this is very cool. Well, that's a lot of etching. So this is all etching. Pretty strong stuff. Kind of a reverse embossing. Some of this stuff I think is even pressure style. What's the max size it can cut? That depends on how you're asking that question, how big. Obviously it can go 20 inches wide and on a roll, so however long. So 20 inches is now max width. They have one in the middle at 15, and of course the normal 12. They all will have a high speed drawing and cutting. That's still in prototypes. Everything is still a prototype. That's why there's not a release date. A lot of the software is going to be done in 3-month increments. There's a total of 10 coming out. So that's 20 inches wide. Here's a 20-inch wide one. This is the big one. So those who do a lot of industrial, maybe, this is called the Cameo 4 Pro, so it does 20 inches. And then midsize this is 15 inches wide. This is called the Plus, so 15. And then, of course, your typical normal 12. LED backlit. And just a soft touch is all you have to do. It's feather touch. Cynthia, I don't know. They have not said anything about some of the tools. It's only coming out with a couple tools. Rotary blade is one, of course, for fabrics. The other one is the weeding tool, which helps punch a hole in your negative space which you need to weed. That's a helpful one. It does have kind of looked like a possibly deep cut blade. They didn't say anything about etching at all. Just the Curio can do that, but not that one. So far, no, it cannot do that. And of course, here's the portrait. This is 9 inches. I'm sure, Rose, that if you're cutting something that's only going to be, it's going to be set to whatever you're actually, cutting or whatever. If it's only 12 inches wide, it's going to do its wide. But if you need to do something large, 20 would be a good way to go. And again, that's at 500. Oh, you're fine, guys. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I know. He'd be like, what?
What's that?
All right.
Yeah, he wouldn't know.
So a couple of people were asking if they think watch out behind you.
So sorry.
Some people were asking if the 4 will do what the Curio do, like the etching, which as far as we know, there's no tool.
No.
Maybe.
There's a
Knife blade.
The
Rotary blade.
The
Vinyl tool.
And a auto blade 2.
Auto blade 2, so it's a little better than the first one that came out.
Faster, auto detection, huge software engravement, a cool line feature. So we'll do a recap video.
Yeah.
We'll run down everything for you guys. The big announcements, in my opinion, were the voice activation in Silhouette Studio. That's really cool. The heat press, the Silhouette heat press, and then of course Cameo 4 being in both 12 and 12.
15, 20, yeah. What about the software? Mine crashes all the time when I have a couple.
So next year they're releasing it in beta. They're releasing it in 3
3 between now and January.
So
Yeah.
it will be released with smaller features, and so that way it stabilizes crashes and stuff like that. So I wrote down that information. So instead of a big release, it will be small releases throughout.
Right. Elizabeth, they've never. I know they are coming out with a map for the 15, but not for the 20. So more than likely, probably not, since the 20 is not going to have a mat at all.
I'm not sure.
They said no. They said no on the 20. But can the 15 fit in the 20, or is it even doable? It's so hard to tell. It's so prototype.
Back up over there and just show them again before we
Yeah.
leave. So you're at 45 minutes and stuff, and
Yeah.
you show them all the new materials and
Yeah,
stuff.
we kind of went around. So if we cannot answer questions because nobody knows, they don't even know yet, or it's still in prototype and they're keeping it hush hush. Once again, we'll look at this one more time. The speed. This is using just a normal ballpoint pen, 3 times faster. So you can see how much faster this is. If you are truly having problems like that, I would give Cameo or I would give Silhouette a call if you're truly having that kind of problems. They do have a lot of stuff on their FAQs and stuff. Hopefully that could help out, but oh, it's Aaron and it's Faith, our favorite friends from Crafter Depot. Once again, the 15-inch.
Can you put your phone away? I'm so sorry. We don't have any photo or video in here.
Oh, yes, I can.
What's that?
I can, yes.
What?
Yeah, we said we were told it's okay shine a blind eye. That came from somebody.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I know. It came from a blind eye. They said, yeah, as long as nobody cares, look away.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, we can't allow any.
Yeah, we've been doing it the whole time. The whole time we've been here, and nobody said a thing. You're the first one. Everybody knows we're doing it, but nobody's been saying that they cared.
Well, I'm saying it now.
Okay.
So.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and end our video.
Thank you for complying. We appreciate it.
Yeah. You just said you cannot do this.
What?
You cannot videotape or take pictures.
Who said that?
Little guy with glasses. We're still live.
Okay, just end it then.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead. We're not gonna make anybody, so we're gonna go away. So.